Hello there everyone and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I've just finished updating to 0.23.5, the new version, updated Deadly Re-entry, updated Better Than Starting Manned and everything else. A couple mods haven't updated, but they're only data mods, so I'm not too worried about them not being there. Precise Node and at least one other aren't in right now, but you know what, I'm not too worried about it. Anyways, when we last left off, there was one less node in the system, but apparently it's a free node. I guess there's a balance issue with the new patch. This is the only node we're still missing in the Tier 4 data. It just contains a few adapters. I think we can get away with not using it for now, although I'm not positive on that. I've been informed by several people that these solar panels are not as effective as I was hoping, but I still have the gut feeling that they're still better than nothing. So we'll probably still look into doing that in the near future. So I do believe we're going to prepare Kerbollo 5 for launch. We are going to modify Kerbollo 4 a little on the advice of several of my viewers. Oh, he moved some stuff around. Let's hope the Mooner Kerbollo 4 is a legal build still. You know what, let's just see what's been changed. Obviously some parts have been moved around. It'd be nice to make sure. Oh, lovely. Of course. Come on. Alright, whatever. Exit. We're gonna just have a quick look at the research tree and see if there's any parts that are grayed out. Oh, yeah, there are a few. Let's get that solid rocket motor back. I don't know why it's showing up in... Oh, this is that new part from the new mission. Oh, Gravioli. Okay, so there are a few things that have been disrupted, shall we say. I'll just do a quick scan here, see if anything else is showing up as unavailable. Oh, interesting. I don't know why that's way the heck up there. Launch escape system. Interesting. We'll look at that more closely later. Should have done this before recording, but oh well. There we are. Alright. Let's quick skim. All the parts are in place where they belong. So the big tweak for Kerbollo 5, assuming I can get these engines back on it. Come on. There we go. Kerbollo 5. Save. On the advice we're going to tweak this mess right here, because it was pointed out to me that what I've done here is not really necessary anymore. This whole business was all about having a re-entry capable rig, but these extra stages aren't really helping my program anymore. So we're going to take that out and take this out. We'll take this out. Now I believe I do have a large, yes, there we are, Rockomax sized RCS tank, which is what that is. Unfortunately for us, the, whoops, where did that go? I have a sneaky hunch that wasn't supposed to happen. So we'll put on the inline stabilizer first, and then that, and that should do it. Get some new thrusters on here. Four of them on this thing. some 6 there, and then I've really found myself wishing for some thrusters down here, so we'll see if that helps things out at all. And that's just a little less electricity, but the whole structure is just a little more compact now. So with any luck, it'll be a little more stable. So our goal with this flight is going to be let's just antenna, a polar orbit of the moon to try and pick up a few more biomes. Even just a couple more would do the trick to that is not a communicatron. That is a communicatron, and we need to angle snap it like so, and we need 3 of them. I know it's been said that it's probably not what's causing this thing to destabilize, but I just feel better having a full set of them in place. No. 3 of those, 6 of the... I know mass is important too. Mass and balance are a thing, a pretty big thing in Better Than Starting Manned. More so than in the vanilla game. One last thing, since we still have these overly narrow parts, and I know exactly what those parts that I'm still missing are. They are wider versions probably of these 2 devices right here. But, and especially that is probably one of my biggest problems in my designs, is this beast right here. Okay. So, crew, Lars, you're going back to the moon again. Actually, no. Kamler, it's your turn. Good luck. So, launching. Let's hope I didn't forget anything. Staging all looks good. Stability, wow. I wonder how much they changed in this version, because it's not flopping around at all right now. That's different. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. Well, that is a lot more stable now. I'll take it. I wonder if this is going to last, or if Flowerchild's going to adjust things a little, because it seems awfully friendly right now. Either that, or the small tweaks I made to my design stabilized the top a bit, since it's not as tall of a narrow rig. Who knows? I do have a lot more monopropellant on here. Hopefully the increased mass doesn't nuke this thing too much. Especially after all the effort I went to get it able to make it to orbit in the previous design state. So in the near future, I'm going to have to look into practicing some docking. It's going to be a science mission-free episode, and I'm going to put a couple of ships like this into orbit, probably with just a probe core on top, and I'm going to try to figure out how to dock the fool things, because that may be a necessary skill for a lunar mission. Okay, we're going to give ourselves a 5-degree tip here. Start our gravity burn a little. Got to be careful though. There we are. Lock it on. Excellent. It's going very well. Alright, give it a little bit more here. All is well, though. There we are. Doing very well indeed. This is one of my better launches. Probably because the game engine has been changed. I think rockets tend to be a little less floppy in this version of the game. This is what I have heard, at least. Trying to use as little fuel as possible in this step of the launch. We are beginning to lose it. We're definitely coming out of the atmosphere. Or out of the easy to control portion of the atmosphere. Not long now. We'll be ditching the lower stage. Alright, a little more fuel here because these engines aren't quite as strong. Our apoapsis is coming up quite nicely. I'm going to shoot for maybe 100, maybe a little less, but no, there goes we're in an orbital apoapsis now. 1 minute and 22 seconds till it is time. Come on, rotate. Oh, I guess I could start using RCS a little, couldn't I? Ooh, careful. Careful. Alright, we're going to kill the engines there, because our final orbital burn will likely push us a lot higher. Come on. SAS off. There we are. Tip it over. Tip it over. Oh man, we're coming to that 1 minute to apoapsis mark, which means we're going to need to start burning again. Full throttle to the engines. And lock the RCS. Excellent. A little less. We don't want to be putting anything into our apoapsis if we can help it right now. Last thing we want to do is raise that more than necessary. Perfect. Just a tiny bit up. That should do the job. We don't want to lose apoapsis. We just want to stabilize it, which means burning right at horizon. There we go. Stable and rising ever so slightly. But more importantly, our periapsis is coming up quite quickly. This is a good ship. I'm really happy with this design. I mean, it's not totally Mooner capable, but it's pretty close. Okay. If we can do this right, we can ditch this crap into the atmosphere. Perfect. That's actually just about perfect, right on the nose, what I wanted to have happen. Because this Poodle engine will be our final orbital stage and part of our translunar burn stage. Here it comes. Okay, we're going to kill this in just a second when the apoapsis starts coming up faster. There we are in orbit. Now the thing is, yeah, we're not as optimally close to our apoapsis, which is why trying to raise our periapsis more would result in the apoapsis going insane. Now I understand. Okay, to the moon. Not doing this one blind, as much fun as that would be. That is not on the agenda for today. Oh. Well, that was just a total accident. Let's see if this goes any better. Okay, let's see. Okay, we need to give it a slight inclination. So I want to go slightly up and over the moon. Oop, 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 oop. All right, give it a bit more. Oh, interesting. Come on. Come on, let me adjust the dang thing a little more. There we go. 380. Ooh, too much, too much. 299. 273. 261. Getting better. Yeah, so if we leave right about there, and then I do believe this orbit, I wish I could tell better exactly where this orbit was going to wind up, but it's certainly going to be winding up in an eccentric orbit, and maybe that's enough for the purpose we're trying to accomplish here. Or maybe we go in... Oh! That might be exactly the orbit we need. I think that's it. I think that's what we need, guys. That's coming in at a funny angle, and... Boy, is that ever going to send us on a long journey if we don't make our proper burn here. The RCS a little burn. Rotate her around. My wife will be coming home. Kate will be coming home soon. Soonish from work. But she's got to make a stop on the way, if I recall correctly, so it might not be as soon as I think. It's funny how long updating took. I lost nearly half an hour of game time due to how long it took to download the updated version of the game. If I'd known it was going to take that long, I probably would have... I'm not sure if... Well, I would have planned it a little better, probably done it overnight or something, when I wasn't sitting around during my prime gaming time waiting for it to finish doing what it was doing. Okay. Saving. 18 minutes till node for a 2-minute and 45 second burn, which means we need to leave at 1:20. Let's call it 1:25. T minus 1 minute and 25 seconds is our departure time. This will do a lovely job of recharging the batteries, which is good news. Yeah, this will be an excellent rig for practicing, well, minus the person. No. RCS on, SAS off. There we go. That's where we want to be locked on. 3 minutes. Launching in at T minus 1 minute and 15 seconds. Here we go. Onwards to the moon again. Full throttle to the engines. And that poodle will last for an amount of time. It's recharging our batteries nicely, which was part of the plan for having this particular rig on the ship. Be interesting to see if this poodle is any issues to navigation in the long run. We've got quite a bit of eccentric debris starting to form due to my approach to the space program. But you know what? Hazards are what hazards are, and maybe that'll make life interesting in the future. A little bit of hazard in space, a slightly uncautious space program will make life very interesting indeed. I don't even see the moon. I'm a little concerned about this departure time, but soon we'll fire off that second set of engines and all will be well with the world. Alright, and we are exactly halfway through our burn. We're about to lose our engine and switch over to the 6 smaller engines for our translunar and final translunar burn. And here we go. Full throttle to the final part of the burn, leaving the debris behind. I could really be bollocksing myself up quite a bit in the future if that works out the way I suspect it's going to. Hold it tight to that mark. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. How'd we do? Not perfect. Let's just give it a little more. Come on, here we go. Bring her down, 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 down. Looking good. Looking good. Beautiful. Just hold it on that mark. Hold it on that mark. Kill it. Good enough. That is at least a Mooner. Ooh. How close are we? Not actually that far from our target right now, are we? 600,000 kilometers is not too far away. All right, Mooner injection, here we come. All right, we'll deal with that when we get a little further out. We're gonna quick save, just in case I overshoot my target. And we're gonna burn out about... chunk of the ways here. Here we go. Now I can see what the heck I'm doing here. All right, first things first, we're going to make it an orbital burn, and we need to make it more eccentric than it already is. So we need to do a tip as we bring it down over the pole. Because that is where we need to be, and hopefully that will get us a few more. All right, periapsis 38, that should be, actually it doesn't even have to be that low. Under 60 is enough. Oops. That'll do. Okay. So that's going to be a slightly more expensive than average burn into lunar orbit, and it's going to be even worse because we have to get back out of it again. But if memory serves, that being sort of the critical statement, moon, oh, there it is. Jesus, right in the sun. No wonder I couldn't see the full thing. If this works out the way I think it's going to, I do have enough fuel on this ship to accomplish what I want to accomplish here, I hope. Either that or we're going to have another a partner for Kerbollo 3. All right. We're sending her into... Hope I didn't waste too much battery by accidentally leaving the SAS on for the entire trip. Okay. 1 hour to burn. We need to burn at about 30 seconds. 25 seconds. Exactly 25 seconds, actually. Here we go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, okay. Full throttle to the engines. Slightly missed my window, but not by enough to be a super huge. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that destabilized me ever so slightly. Okay, lock it on. Eccentric retrograde time. Let's hope this does what I think it's going to do. Because I really can't tell. Periapsis is coming down, 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 down. 80, 70, 60. There we are. Perfect! Bingo! Was his name-o, and still more than half a tank left. Alright, now we just need to bring our apoapsis down. Equivalent. Circularize this thing so that we can get our samples. That's basically all we need. Oh, that's actually more than we needed. We need right there. Nope, a little lower. 64. Let's see if we can... Nope, nope, wrong, wrong, wrong. 40 and 80, that's wrong. 66 and 52, still wrong. I need a little more, 60 and 57. Just a tiny bit less. That is the burn we need to do because that gives us a circular orbit and minimizes the extra. It keeps us from going any lower into the gravity well than we need to go. And in all honesty, if I'm going to get poor Kamler home, that's going to be kind of a critical thing. So 45 minutes until the second burn to orbit, and then we will be good to go. All right, let's do our drift. 45 minutes till burn. That battery seems to have a lot of life left in it. I hope so. And I wish there was better charging engines on that in this style, or alternator-based engines. 20 minutes. We are too high to actually get any data right now. It's going to be a 6-second burn on either side of the 1 minute mark. So 2, 1, slow her down. Final adjustments. The whole point of this particular burn is to make sure that our periapsis doesn't drop any more than necessary, because otherwise we... 0. No, more. There we are. Perfect. Okay. SAS off, RCS off. Let's get some data. And we are looking for a whole bunch of different biomes right now. Oop, you know what? Let's just slow it down for a second. Let's get rid of this. I have no idea what the most efficient way to get this poor guy home is going to be. Farside Crater, I believe we have. We'll just... Did I leave a number for this? 3, 2, 4? No, I didn't. I didn't set a node. I didn't set a task for this, which is really, really unfortunate. Highland craters we have, highlands we have, midlands we have. Come on, let me hit. Highland craters, come on. Go over the pole, go over the pole. Please. You're so close. Really? All that and we're not over the pole yet? Oh, that sucks. That sucks immensely. Did I really screw up that badly? You've gotta be joking. Oh boy. What's it going to take to twist it even more? A very expensive burn. But I think I got to do it. Let's see. That's pushing my periapsis out quite high, so maybe I can save myself a little bit of energy. Yeesh. Of course, that's the wrong place to put it. We're coming around to our periapsis right now. Dang it. I did not eccentrify our orbit sufficiently. Too much. Well, hopefully this 15-second burn doesn't cost this poor guy his life.